Hey, PS great, the last digit of the like for each is someone from the chalk playground. So go down right now, click like, click subscribe, click the bell, look at the screen, pay attention to the last digit of your like and compare these facts. And who are you? Write about it in the comments. It's simple. For example, if you are a marshmallow, then I write marshmallow. Everything is cool. Enjoy your viewing. And dear friends, you are on the Melancholy channel. In this video, you and I will figure out the secret versions of the Mayim background. This is our regular column, which fell in love with you. And in this section we analyze the versions of the me background, or rather their clones, which are really interesting and worth your attention. Well, sometimes not very, but still very funny. And this is the 9th part. But at the beginning of the video, as always, I want to say a huge thank you to these guys for getting into my video. And if you want to get into my next video, then you just need to subscribe to the channel, put a like, write your top comment. Well, don't forget to subscribe to the cart, it's always interesting there and the link will be in the description. In general, I will not drag out your time and enjoy your viewing. So, we have a game called K-Box, which is quite, to be honest, interesting. So, let's see what meets us in the main menu. Our main menu is so minimalistic, to be honest, even a little collective farm. They don't make such games anymore. And let's see what we have in the settings. So, let's add snow on the map, so it will be quite interesting. There are effects, sounds and there is an editor that has a black background in it. By the way, it is very similar, in fact the same system, you can just change the texture, hitboxes, and so on. In general, nothing absolutely interesting. So, what do we have in the tasks? We have a huge number of ways to complete this game in our tasks. And by the way, this is a cool feature that I would add to the cute playground, because it's really interesting. That is, in fact, these are some kind of tasks that you go through and get some features for it. So, let's try to go through the company, because the sandbox is such a banal thing and, to be honest, it's not very interesting, but the company, and to be honest, I would add such a ground mode, purely to have fun. And it's quite interesting. In general, what's the trick? We need to add a pig, let's say to the finish. So, this is understandable. To do this, we need to build some cars and such interesting things so that we can deliver it. Why the pig, I do not know, because the avatar of this game says exactly chicken, but now at the first level it is the pig. And now it looks a bit like a piggy bank, but yes, it's quite interesting. In general, here we have an instruction where they tell us how to use the tools and, in principle, I'm too lazy to read it. In general, this is such an interesting, funny, interesting story. So let's see what we need to do. We have access to one pig, one small board and 2 whole wheels. We have wires that are also in the meme playground. By the way, everything is played well, but the physics is still a little bit strange. That is, it is in fact so purely clumsy, because the snow, if you pay attention, it's just like stones falling down. In general, this is well such a thing. So we have a board, what are we going to make of this board? I suggest just banal to put 2 wheels, so they don't get overstretched. I understood, you just need to click them. So, let's put 2 wheels, let's say in this way and see what will happen in the world of chalk background, or rather in the world of boxing background. Well, okay, so we'll just fasten them to the rigid cables and put a pig on top and see what happens next. And press the start button. And so, while he is going very unsuccessfully, for some reason, it gets stuck in some invisible texture and our pig fell. I understand it needs to be reassembled on a typewriter, because so far, to be honest, we won't get to the end like this. I suggest simply expanding our system in this way and see what happens next. In fact, nothing will change, we will just expand our area so that the pig does not fall. And by the way, she rides a little more stable, that is, evenly. But the pig, unfortunately, rolled down under its center of gravity. Well, such a thing. So, let's try something different. I'm offering now. So, you need to pause. I suggest now just move the wheels as far apart from each other as possible and down the board. Thus, that is, the family, even if it rolls, it will get stuck in the wheel. In this way, I think that this is how we will easily pass this level and move on to the next one. Because now I have pretty much so battered. As many as 3 attempts, I liked it so that I still passed this level. And yes, we have successfully passed this level, our pig has reached the end. And the next level, I propose to build a plus or minus the same construction in general. We have 2 large boards, 2 small boards and 4, or rather 3 wheels and as many as 1 rooster. Why was there a pig before and now a rooster? I don't know. Alright. I propose to put 3 wheels, one above the other, so that we have like tanks, roughly speaking. That is, well, it's hard to call it a tank, maybe some kind of armored personnel carrier, I do not know that it turns out even if we climb the hillock, then the upper will it still continue to pull our design. And we'll put two of these two boards down in the same way as last time, and we'll just connect the whole structure and see what we can do and put our chicken, our rooster somewhere, and in principle, I think we'll successfully pass, I think, on the first attempt this level. So, our construction is slowly but surely already continuing to gain speed, and let's see what happens ahead. I think that after all, we will easily gather on this hillock. And yes, we practically do it easily. So, we are already rolling down, climbing the second hillock. And yes, still, in principle, my design works successfully, and, in principle, two large boards were not useful to us. I don't know why they are needed, but let's move on to the third level. And here, it seems to me, I will spend a lot of time in order to pass this game. Because, damn, well, it looks complicated. So, we have one table, one glass, two metal squares, one lamp, one wheel, or rather 4 wheels, for small boards and a large board and one chicken. In principle, I think it will not be so difficult, but let's see how we implement it. Look, I suggest you just put this construction like last time and in fact get rid of unnecessary items and go through this game calmly. And so, I did not connect one small board with one wire, so now we will replay it all a little. Where is our wire? What is going on? So, I think we'll erase and repass this level and see what we'll have. In fact, the same design as last time, but a little different, because we had 3 wheels there, 2 here. I think it will work anyway. We'll see, as they say, but for now we're just confidently climbing the hill. And here it seems to me that we screwed up, because our cock will most likely just roll down. Yes, we were missing essentially 1 wheel. Okay, let's do it in a different way. As in the last level, in fact, we will make such a construction. In general, let me just put on pause, so as not to drag out your time and show you what I got in the end, in order to pass this evil, unhappy level. And so I built such a structure. I hope it will work, but it seems to me that something will go wrong. Yes, that's exactly what went wrong. Let's do it differently, and once again I pause, and once again we are already moving to the end of the adjustment. In short, I built such a huge structure. I do not know, similar to a spindle. What did we get? It's pretty weird. We'll even put a lamp here so that we have lighting. And I think this is the design we can pass this level. Because well, everything looks quite reliable, everything is clear, strong. So let's see. Yeah, we have chickens falling. And here are the first problems that we will have to solve now. And I propose to build it all this way. We just have the design gone down, that is, we rewound the moment a little so that I don't waste your time and see what awaits us next. Quite an interesting level actually. But let's see what lies ahead, because so far, to be honest, I doubt that we will be able to pass this level in this way. Yes, our chicken has fallen again. Well, let's go on pause again and see how I was able to pass this level, but so far nothing is working out, but I think that everything is ahead of us. Well, let's try, maybe we'll get there this way. Oh, rearing up in the distance, but let's go. By the way, we're going successfully and I think it's still possible. How well the size coincided with the hole. And we are going through this level on crutches like this, and I think, but this is the way we will be able to pass this level. Have you ever made such constructions and moved around the map in such a funny way? I think not. Only I can do it, I think. Such a funny design, and we have successfully passed this interesting level. In general, the game is interesting and quite cool. For physics, I put a C, but in principle, according to feelings, according to ideas, I think that you can safely put 8 points out of 10, this game deserves for sure. In general, it went pretty well for me. Write in the comments how you like this game. Well, it's time for my video to come to an end. Thank you all for watching, good luck to everyone, so far, and I remember my friend, as always, I'll see you one of these days.